Good morning, Bobcats. Okay, so for reading this week, we're kind of playing off what we talked about last week. So last week we were talking about what's the big topic of our fiction books that we're reading. And last week when I introduced the concept, I focused with Tacky the Penguin, and I'm still going to use that one now so you can see how we build off using that big topic we found to figure out what our theme is, okay? So we talked a little bit about theme this year, but I know at this point we probably need a reminder, so we're going to go over what theme is. So our theme is the message of the story, okay? So what did our character learn from all of this? From everything that happened, what did they take away from it, okay? So what did they learn? So I have my 2 sentence stems right here that I'm going to be using to fill that out. So with Tacky the Penguin, last week we talked a little bit about how with Tacky, a big topic that they have in this book is about fitting in or being different, because we know that Tacky is very different from the other penguins. He does all sorts of crazy things. He sings loud. He does cannonballs. He just doesn't act like the rest of them, or like what they consider a normal penguin. So the other ones didn't really like him a whole lot. But then by the end of the story, they ended up really appreciating Tacky, but because he was different, it ended up saving them. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So I think we're still going to be working with how Tacky didn't fit in, but how our overall theme here is it's okay to be different. We don't have to be like other people, okay? So just because Tacky didn't fit in doesn't mean that he was a bad penguin. It ended up working out for everyone. So our overall theme that I'm going to say for this book, now a book can have more than one theme. So if you have a different theme from the book, that's okay. We're all going to have different opinions on it. It's just as long as you can prove it, because that's what's important. You got that evidence from the book to support what you're thinking, okay? So I think for my theme, I think the overall theme of Tacky the Penguin is that it's okay to be different, okay? It's all right to be different from the other penguins or other people in real life case. So I already have my sentence stem. So I think the lesson learned could be, so right there, I'm going to write, I think the lesson learned could be that it is okay to be different. Okay? So that's just the first part, okay? I'm telling you what I think the theme is. Now I gotta prove it, okay? So I think the lesson learned here, especially with the other penguins, is it's okay that Tacky wasn't like them. It's okay that he was different. So what's my proof? What do I know that shows that this was true in the book? So I know at the beginning of the story, the penguins didn't really like Tacky a lot because he wasn't like them. But by the end of the book, they ended up appreciating that he was different because it ended up saving all of their lives from the hunters. Okay? So I know this because, how do I want to word this? We'll say, okay, so I know this because at the end of the book, the penguins appreciated Tacky because, I might not have enough room, because the penguins appreciated Tacky because him being different I'm gonna block it for just a second. Saved them from the hunters. Okay. I had to write a little bit tiny there at the end, but y'all get the point. Okay, so here's how my whole response comes whenever I'm talking about theme, okay? So the message that I believe that Taki and the other penguins learned, okay? So I think the lesson learned could be that it is okay to be different. I know this because at the end of the book, the penguins appreciated Taki because him being different saved them from the hunters, okay? Now, if I had more space, I would probably write a little bit more just to give some more detail in it. So if you want to write more, absolutely feel free to. But that's what we're going to be focusing on this week. So we're going to be thinking back, okay, what were those big topics I saw whenever I was reading my own book last week? Okay, and then how can that help me think of what's the theme? Okay, so whenever you're thinking of theme, always ask yourself the question, what did they learn? Okay, what did they learn from the story? Because a lot of times there is a lesson that is learned and they weren't going to directly tell you what the lesson is, but you can use clues from the text in order to figure it out, okay? So if you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I will see you at our live lesson tomorrow. Bye!